And here is the vinyl of which I spoke. As you can see, it looks pretty much like the vinyl I removed. The texture is really pretty much the same. The only difference is that the back of the vinyl, this vinyl, is a sort of a felt, a very thin felt, whereas the other was more like a woven textile of some kind. In any case, it looks really nice, and it was not expensive at all. I think I bought 1 square meter for €5 or something like that, which would make it around about $7. Not too expensive. Now, as you remember, the box was covered partly in red. It had a red band, pretty much where this tightener runs right now, was a red band, and then at the bottom, covering the bottom and the side, was a yellow, green, grayish type of vinyl. However, I haven't found it, the right kind of vinyl. I keep looking, but I don't think I'll find any of the sort that theoretically would be needed. So probably I'm going to cover the whole box in the same red vinyl. But to compensate the fact that it's not going to be identically covered as it used to be, I'll use a very discreet but nice gold colored beading running all around the side of the box in every direction. I mean along the sides, of course, and I'll try to look for brass hinges and brass locks instead of those cheap rusty metal hinges which were mounted on this box. So let's say I'm going to update the box a little bit. Not too much, mind you, still in the spirit of the 50s, but not exactly the way it used to be. I don't see any harm in doing that. First of all, it's not an extremely valuable radio. And secondly, as long as you stay in the spirit of the function of this radio, and you don't exaggerate and make something completely gaudy out of it, I think it's perfectly okay to update it with a little bit more aesthetically pleasing material, and bring it maybe a little bit up to date to the 21st century, but only in minor details. I'm not going to do anything extremely drastic. Anyway, what I also intend to do is to keep the old parts which were mounted originally on the radio. That includes the electronic parts and pieces, let's say the cleanest pieces of the vinyl cover that was used on this box. You might say sort of a time capsule. You know, if somebody else gets this radio one way or another, they'll be able to compare the state it is in with the material it was covered in before it got restored. That way they'll still get a good idea of how it must have looked and how the people must have seen it the very first time they bought it. So that's it for now. I'll be repairing the top side of the box now, exactly in the same way as I did this. And I hope I'll be getting the electronic parts for repairing the chassis pretty soon. So that's it. Stay tuned, and I'll be seeing you all soon. Bye bye.